everybody, welcome back to Waffles RC. As you can see by the shirt, today is May the 4th be with you. I celebrate it. I will be watching Star Wars as I'm doing this work today, minus the welding part. You'll see this on Friday, which is not May the 4th, so I hope you all had a good May the 4th, if you celebrate such holidays as I do. Today, we are going to paint this. I have to completely disassemble it, mark everything so I don't, lose it. And then we are going to get started painting it. And after this is getting painted, we will then move on to the next part of the project. Let's get on a time lapse, get this thing finish welded, and get started on the paint. After I break everything. Welded up inside and out. I think I got everything, so now it's just time to clean it, then paint it. So let's get it out there so you can then see the color. That was the overwhelming color choice in the comments of the video when I asked. So let's get this thing painted. All right, you guys ready to see the color choice that won? That's right, the pink one. It's gonna need a couple of coats. It looks purple, but we'll keep doing a couple of coats as we start on the next part of this project. So the next part of this project is going to be a boat. That's right, a boat. Figured I'd give it a shot. Never hurts to try something new. I haven't made a boat, so we will make a trailer with it as well, because you got to tow the boat, and that's what that thing is going to tow. Plus a future project's going to tow it as well. Let me do some guesstimation on measurements thanks to the wonders of Google, and I will try to make a 10th scale cabin pontoon boat, because why not? We don't need a speedboat. We do need a party boat though. I'll be right back once I actually come up with a plan, because all I have so far is 1 1/4 square stock and an idea. Let's see what we can make. Okay, here's the plan that I came up with. Based on the Googles, most pontoon boats are 20 to 30 feet long. So since we're doing a cabin, I decided we're gonna go straight for 30. Have all the boat that we can. Did square stock because, well, that's all I could find in a thinner wall. Hopefully it'll float. We will certainly see, won't we? Because this is all a guessing game for me. Ships and boats are made of metal and they float. So why can't a little RC boat? Not going for speed, not going for maneuverability, going for redneck party. That's our goal with this. So I'm going to angle off the front for going through water. I'm going to seal off the back, then seal off that angle. And then we are going to create some cross braces, get our width, and if I need a third pontoon, I have spares. And if I need a fourth pontoon, I have spares. The reason why I didn't use any round stock is because I don't have enough scrap exhaust tubing here, so I can't use any of that. And this is all I could find. Round stock at Ace Hardware, Home Depot, any of those, anything that's round, it was only 1 inch, which didn't seem enough for me. And it was very, very thick sidewalled. So we are going to hope that this floats. And if not, we'll just keep adding stuff until it does. I have no idea. So I'll bring you back once I have this looking somewhat like a pontoon. Well, this is where I'm at so far. Oh, hey, got a match. Come on now. This is where I'm at so far. I preemptively went with a third center pontoon, mainly because I don't know how well or if this will even float. So this is the base of our boat so far, and hopefully we will float, or hopefully it will float. But right now I'm going to clean up for the live. I gotta hide this stuff so that you guys don't see it, because this is all coming out on Friday. Kind of decided that Sundays are the days that I'm going to be doing lives. So far it's been every week, but it's not a guarantee. You'll basically see a notification for it if you have that turned on Sunday morning, if that's what I'm going to do. So for right now, I will go get ready for a live, and then I'll be right back with this video to see if this thing floats. I have no idea. I really hope it does. And there we go. Now Mrs. Waffles RC said she wanted something a little bit more neon, and I kind of agree with her. But for right now, we'll leave it like that. Still have to paint the steps black, the inner fender wells black, part of the frame. Next, we will try to float this thing and see what happens. All right, guys, welcome to the Waffles RC Aquatic testing facility. Let's see if our boat will float.
I don't want to say I told you so.
All right, it's the next day. Obviously, we failed, but I had an idea at work, so I added another pontoon. Seems pretty much the way that you would think it would go. But what I also did, I mounted them further down into the water, essentially. Will this work? I have no idea. I'm creating more flotation surface area, which is what is needed. Someone will probably correct me, but this is all a guessing game, and we will go back to our proving grounds and see if it just sinks immediately again. Also, I put the body on this last night, and honestly, I think it would look better with more pink. So I'm just doing the whole thing pink and gonna try and save myself some time here. Now you might think that much pink is going to be too much, but with that dark gray body on it, it covers most of that frame. So why tape off and paint all the insides black when it's all just going to be not seen? So saving myself some time and painting the whole thing pink. Let's go watch this sink.
Am I telling you so again?
Yeah, but the microphone's facing the other way, so you might have to say it louder.
She heavy.
Well, we all saw how that went. So I'm going to have a rethink. I'm not completely giving up on the whole boat idea. I think I may have to give up on the pontoon boat idea, but not giving up on it. Just like I said in the live just last Sunday, well, for me it was yesterday, don't give up when you're fabricating stuff. Sometimes it may not work, sometimes it will. And this is one of those moments where it's not working. So I'm going to have a rethink about it, try and see if I can figure out a better way of doing this. And we will revisit that. In just a few seconds, we will skip to a time lapse of putting the mud truck back together with its painted frame. Trying to do this during the week so I can actually have footage for you guys for a video. So kind of time crunch between work and this, but I can put a truck together in an evening. So we'll time lapse it, put it all back together. Wham bam, you're good. yeah, guys, there you go. It is mostly back together. It's not complete. I need locking nuts for the M4 bolts. So I just ordered those, so I gotta wait for them to come in. I still have to wire everything. I still have to paint the steps that go on this, and just gotta double check everything, honestly. I do have some surprises coming for this as well. For the most part, it's back together. The steps are gonna be black or silver. I haven't decided just quite yet, but you'll still be able to see the bars, which are pink, just bringing some more of that color out. I personally think the pink looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Incredibly happy with it. If anybody says anything's wrong with the pink or I shouldn't have done pink, build yours. Paint it your color. This was the chosen color, and honestly, this was the color I was going to paint it the whole time, because mud trucks are flashy. They're out there. They color everywhere, especially on the drop frames. So that's what I went for. Oh yeah, I still have to do the trailer hitch, but that requires having a boat to tow. And I'm still working on that. I've had a few more ideas, but I'm not giving up on it. I have another idea, but that's going to be the next video, is strictly the boat, get something that floats. I'm gonna make it happen. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. There will not be a live this Sunday because it is Mother's Day, and I will be with my mother, not with YouTube. No offense to you guys, but I love my mom. I'm gonna be there on Mother's Day. Unless she wants to play with RC cars, then, you know, I won't say no to that. If you'd like to get some merch, it'd be greatly appreciated. It helps go into all of these builds, including the next couple of builds that are coming up, and with how well my boat thing is going, it would be greatly appreciated. You can grab some merch right here at this link, or at that address. I'll put a link down in the description. Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next week.